country maple type theme. And I say country maple, but it's really kind of a country theme. She's made this kind of a quilt look for the bedspreads and matching pillows and that kind of thing. And the curtains are all kind of fluffy and light blue, and you can see the border paper up there. It's really kind of pretty. It's dramatically set off with the dark blue, along with the white woodwork and the white picture rails. Coincidentally, all that molding, you'll see the molding in each of the rooms, that molding was in fact picture rail, so that they didn't have to nail into the plaster in order to hang pictures. They also didn't have a very good way to do it back then, other than big nails, so that this was a much more functional way for them to hang photographs and anything else they would hang from the walls via either cord or wire or ribbon. The floors on all this, on the second floor, just like everywhere else in the house, are original. And this door was added. We took this from another spot. You might remember from last year. We basically borrowed it from another location. The whole door jamb, the door, and everything. So that's the original. It's an original door cut through this wall to make bath A. Bath A has a pedestal sink, and when Ed goes in, when he swings to his left, you see this shower backs on that door I just showed to the curio cabinet. That pedestal sink is literally on the north wall of the house. Second floor, north wall of the house. This closet was about 11 feet 9 inches by 46 inches wide. It was just big enough to make a nice little bathroom. There's Sue's bathing suit and hair dryer and other goodies. And this room looks a little bit better than it did last year also. Generally speaking, in bed and breakfast, in order to make bathrooms, what you do is you steal closets. And we did. This room, however, still has a closet. This isn't it. The closet's right about where Ed's right shoulder is. This door is a connecting door, which is locked right now. It's a connecting door to the next room, chamber B. Well, I'll show you the other side of this door when we go into chamber B. Coincidentally, this A, B, C, D thing is nothing more than we found the call box in the basement, and there were the names of the rooms, chambers A, B, C, and D, and we decided in 1917 it was good enough for them then, good enough for us now. I'm going back out in the hall and coming right around the corner to chamber B. This room is a favorite room for female guests. When a couple comes and picks a room on site, if the female of the couple is picking the room, she always picks chamber B, almost always. Probably because it's kind of a romantic looking room. It's got the garnet red walls and the mauves and the plums and the pinks. Throughout the inn, with a couple of exceptions, my knees are on one of the exceptions, Carol's made everything in all the guest rooms. This is one of the very few exceptions, is this pink comforter. She didn't make this. She's made every drape and curtain, almost every bed ensemble, bed cover. She's made the parrots, she's made the cactus, she's made pretty much everything. I didn't get to say any of this last year, but when Ed swings up above this old iron headboard here, and he spans around, that's of course another dresser he's looking at, an antique dresser, about 1930s vintage. These are photographs of Carol's mom and Carol's grandmother. That's Carol's grandmother, and these photographs were Carol's mom as a younger gal, basically. So, in truth, they are antiques, but in this case, they're family antiques, and also get a little some remembrance for Carol's family at the same time. Sometimes people ask us where we bought them, and I said didn't buy them at all. You know, Carol's had that for all the years. These two front rooms, I might remember this last year. This is where Ed was, and there was a big hole here. Well, we filled in the door, spliced in some wood, but these two front rooms share the screen porch. Now it's nighttime, so we can't really see out too well. And there's some more cosmetics happening out here. I've had some high school boys doing some painting, and some more touch-ups needed, but we've got to add some more plants. We just had a few plants bite the dust, and we're getting about the end of the season. I don't know if you remember me saying last year about the drainage system. We basically put this improved sheet rubber underneath an indoor-outdoor carpeting. This is one of the two drains. There's another one right here, and this drain is to take the excess water that flies in from the driving rains, let it funnel into the drain, go right back out again. It's a lot cheaper. We decided to change indoor-outdoor carpeting than it would be to tear the whole porch out again, as we did last year. Cosmetics that Ed's looking up at the capitals. These are Roman Ionic capitals. I said I was going to restore them and actually rebuild them. That's still true, but I haven't done it yet. And hopefully this fall I'm going to replace all the screen work, or at least this winter, sometime before the next tour season. I'd like to tear this all out and rebuild all the screen work if possible, just to get new stuff in here. The screens are kind of tired. Alright, we're leaving Chamber B. I'm back in the hall. Chamber A is to my left, and I'm going to go west to the house. I'm going to go past Chamber C. We've got a guest in there tonight, and go right to Chamber D. The film from last year showed this with some ladders and a bunch of stuff in the middle. Well, the bunch of stuff in the middle were these black lacquer units, in truth. And now with wallpaper and Carol's very interesting Roman shades, she's made these shades to look like a soji screen, a Japanese soji screen, but in truth they're Roman shades, and they do go up so that in fact people do have a nice view. This is a view looking out on Bay Street from an angle, and the two straight ahead and to Ed's left basically is a view looking right out into the bay. Coincidentally, that's another one of the connecting doors. This is a door connecting to that next room, Chamber C. And a little interesting little tidbit here, and I mentioned this last year. Once upon a time, this was a window. After the second fire in the house, that fire was exactly right above us here. Chamber C lost a window, and somehow this window became a door. We left it as a door, as access to the roof. And it makes a nice view this way for guests, but in truth it doesn't have access by guests, it just has access by a master key for us. Now you notice that each room has a different theme, of course. This theme here is basically a little modified or a little modern oriental. Carol just recovered these, matter of fact. The chairs as Ed swings around back to me here again. She just recovered these. These just a couple simple chairs she put some interesting covers on just about a week ago. So this was done just August of this year, 1991. And this was that closet we walked through last year. Now, just a minute or two ago, we were outside the door and I was pointing to the door into bath D. This is that door. So now we've come around the other way. Ed's just walked through a closet basically that we cut through. In 1917, there was a 6-foot tub, porcelain tub with a porcelain side and a porcelain end that sat right here. We pulled that tub out. That tub had been caving in and literally was pulling in this whole wall. To us, we gutted this all the way up and down. It was gutted literally 2 stories up and down. We replaced this, of course, with the double vanity. And the paned glass, the leaded glass, is original. We put that back in, rebuilt the whole thing, put that back in. I think that predates the house. And the only thing original in this room, in truth, is that leaded pane, and as Ed swings over, these 2 window panes themselves, this door, Ed swings around to his right a little bit more, this little door, which is nothing but a little closet to hold some stuff for us, and this door, which originally held a kerosene water heater, it holds a water heater again. We found out that our shower, which I'm about to show you, is so popular that when we have 4 guests, they all take a shower here. This is original to the house. Last year was in a bunch of pieces and I was holding it up over my head and bumping into things. Well, it's all restored, it's all in, it's very popular. And the last 3 words on the crib sheet that we have, I'm going to step past here just so you can get a better look. Got a little instruction sheet, the last 3 words pretty much explain what happens in this shower, and it's that giggling is allowed. Serious giggling happens here. These circumfluous pipes, how's that for a word? These round pipes spray the water out everywhere, and that's what I was trying to verbally say last year. There's a hot-cold mixing valve up here. It's going to get around here a little bit. There's the hot-cold mixing valve, and it's nothing but a stem that comes out. It starts out all hot. It finally gets to about temperate, and then it'll go to cool. It never goes cold. This is the way it was set up and made. Literally, there's just 2 stems that go in and out. I won't put it on because I'll make everything wet here. Matter of fact, we would drench us and the camera. But if this was open, and then I opened this, which is the shower nozzle, the water would come down and control it to a degree. It's a lot of water, and with the door closed you can put the needle on and the water sprays out everywhere. And that really does spray out everywhere. And you can have shower and needle, or needle only. The giggling happens at needle only. I'm back at that door going to bath D again from the hallway, and Ed's going in reverse. He's doing this very well. And I'm walking back toward the entrance to bath, to chamber D. Ed's standing right in the doorway, and if I take a swing right around the corner and catch a light up here, I'm basically on my way to, and I'm going to stop right here because the room doesn't look very good right now. Remember the skylight from last year? It's still being restored. Actually, still being restored. We decided to restore it. We gave up waiting to restore it. And right now there's a bunch of plywood up there. And in truth, it's not very pleasant looking anymore up in our room, even though it probably didn't look very pleasant last year. We do have some paint up there, but it looks pretty much under construction. We replaced rotten wood. We replaced all of the exterior structure of the skylight, and what we're waiting for now is the Anderson thermal-pane safety glass, and then one day we'll have our skylight back again.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, we're going.
All right. These steps went originally to that rec room, that recreation room, which was all open up originally, and eventually in the teacherage era, up to 4 women lived up there. And
All right, this is the next morning. I'm doing chamber C because we forgot to do it last night, or there was a customer in there. Chamber C opens. Got a nice double bed. Beautiful draperies. That's the chimney. Little table there in the corner. That connects to the next room, chamber D, if you'd like to go in there and have adjoining rooms. Nice old oak chest and mirror. Exit. Now this here, my hand, open it, and it is that wonderful closet to nowhere. Close that up. And we'll go into the bathroom. This is the original bathtub that was in chamber D, where the surround old copper showers is. This tub was in there. Ron built that little stool you see there to help the people get into the tub. Also, this chamber, off of this bathroom, you can step out into the enclosed screen porch again and sit out here and smoke. Have a nice view of the bay. Maybe I'll take a little view of the bay here. That's Bay Street there. The tide is gone and there's nothing left out there but a puff mud. There's the croquet field, one entrance, and the driveway.
Here we are at Epcot Center. We're just walking in, just getting started for the day. going on station.
This next number, we're going to do a song now recorded by the great jazz singer Billie Holiday and later by a group called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. This one's called God Bless the Child.
Y'all know 911's jail. You energy, I'm sorry. our first country. This is Mexico. Doing what he does best. I can see all the sights by myself. China or Japan, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, great. Here we are in China. These are all the countries here at Epcot. I'm scanning them. Okay, here we are at Universal Studios. We got 14 attractions. I'm going to try and make all of them.
To the horror makeup show, and what promises to be some very interesting moments. Now, we have a treat for you today. Our guest all this week is a very good friend of mine. It's makeup artist Mark James. Now, Mark is a very talented person, but he's also a little, well, you'll see. Help me welcome him to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Mark James!